2014 has been a year of wins and losses, but this is about wins. This is the top 5 movies of 2014. Number 5, Big Hero 6. Now, I was a little bit hesitant to put it in number 5 because, you know, people love Big Hero 6, they loved Frozen, so people are still off the high of Frozen. But let's be honest, Big Hero 6 deserves the top 5 spot. It is a great family movie. It's amazing for people that, you know, don't have families, people that just want to go enjoy a movie. Once again, it's from Marvel. Marvel has been kicking her out the field with this thing, man. They've been doing a great job. And Big Hero 6 is so lovable, and you gotta love Baymax. You love all the characters. You care about them, and it's a great film. If you have not seen it, see it. Get to see it. Number 4, it's The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 1. The thing about it is, what people have to realize is that it is a part 1, and oh wait, spoiler alert, you have about 5 seconds to tap my hand if you don't want to get spoiled. If you have not seen the movie yet, hit my hand right now. You ran out of time. It's a part 1, you know, it's picking up right after the events that happened inside Catching Fire, directly after it. So it's continuous, and you're inside District 13, you find out everything that's going on with Peeta and the other people that are captured. You have a lot of action going on. You have a lot of stuff between Katniss and Gale. Gale has more screen time, of course, and everything is just really awesome. I like the way how they made her role a lot more stronger and a lot more, follow through as far as what she's to become. Once again, this is a spoiler alert. The biggest thing, and this is what it is, it's an update. It's the push for part 2. We do know that over a certain amount of time that, Peeta's been poisoned or he's been starved. I didn't read too much into the context of that, but I do know that they do like to use poison a lot, and he was actually brainwashed into wanting to hurt Katniss. So what happened at the end when he did some crazy stuff by pushing her into a glass and darn near breaking that girl's neck. It was pretty serious. But that is to rev you up for part 2 that's coming out next year. And that is the reason why I believe that it deserves the spot that it's in, and that is number 4. That's the reason why I say that you should go see it. Go see part 1. Just enjoy it. Understand that it is an update. Go see the movie. It's an update. Number 3, you can. Captain America: Winter Soldier. Now, Marvel once again has been destroying the game. Marvel knows what to do when it comes to movies. They have perfected it with Avengers and they perfected it with this. Once again, if you don't want nothing spoiled, tap my hand. I'll tag you out, brother. You got 5 seconds. Too late. Haha. Spoiled. It's 100% a great movie. Captain America, Chris Evans has been doing a great job with him. The movie altogether is just a collective, almost like an espionage type film. It takes you out of the realm of Marvel a little bit and then puts you into it's its own movie, which it is. Hydra has been inside S.H.I.E.L.D. ever since the first movie. They never left. They've been secretly in there. And you would know this if you watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you haven't watched the show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I'm recommending that show because from the second season to this season, they've been doing a great job, and they connect the dots in between the timelines of what's going on between each movie. So if you haven't seen it, you need to watch that show. It's really smart and they're doing a great job. Once again, trust Marvel. They know what they're doing. And with Captain America, the movie is just so great by itself. It's strong. It's smart. You get to see the Winter Soldier. And for those that don't know who the Winter Soldier is, I'm not going to spoil that. I should have spoiled it earlier, but I'm not going to spoil it. If you haven't seen the movie, you should already know because it looks exactly like you should know who it is. Number 2, I was battling with between it being number 1 or need to be in number 2. But after evaluating the movie and seeing it again and seeing the other movie I saw again, I cannot deny that it deserves to be where it is, but it could have been number 1. That's Interstellar. Interstellar. Matthew McConaughey did an amazing job in this role. The movie, it really, transcends, time and space. It transcends everything that you would think about. And at a certain point, at a certain point, you have to realize that it is a movie, and they're going to throw out ideas out there that may be real. And you really just take the trip. Just go on the ride with it. Because, once again, you don't know, I don't know. Time is relative on different planets. Gravity is relative to space. And spoiler alert, you have 5 seconds before I try to blow people's minds is what I think about the movie. Time's up. I think the process goes like this. Now, bear with me. The guy leaves from Earth, goes into space to save the planet Earth. The people on planet Earth are there so they can learn technology in order to be there where he is inside the place of space. They go inside the place of space. They go through the wormhole. But then the wormhole, time is stretched. Time on the planet continues to move. As he's out into space and he's trying to go on the other planets because planets moving a little bit faster or slower than our planet, time on our planet continues to grow. His daughter gets older and older, so he feels as though he's made a mistake. He continues to go from another planet. Matt Damon's in it. The planet time continues to move. His daughter's starting to get older. They realize that the plan was not actually to save anyone from planet Earth. It's actually just to start back over. That's evil as a mug. So then they try to go to the next planet because Anne Hathaway's boyfriend on the other planet she still loves, he's dead. She ends up having to go to the planet, but he has to sacrifice his life, Matthew McConaughey, by jumping out and going into another black hole. Goes to the black hole. Turns out the black hole was actually developed by supposed other beings, which actually might be humans from the future that put it there in order for him to go inside to talk to his daughter in the past, telling his daughter in the past what to do for the future daughter that's on the planet Earth while he's inside this black hole to try to make a machine or try to learn that yes, it's possible for us to live out there. So his daughter decides to go through the plan inside the past, future, and then they become a ship or some type of thing as he comes out the black hole, Matthew McConaughey, and he's floating because the ship is all busted up and he already was inside the machine is now broken, and he's floating in space, and it turns out the machine and the people from the past are now inside the ship, and now he's inside that planet thing, and now he knows that his daughter's old, and he meets his daughter for the last time because she's really old and she's gonna die. And he then has to go to the planet from that spaceship to the planet that Anne Hathaway is on because she's still the same age, because on that planet at the time when that is so relative that could be that spaceship could be there at the same exact time, that he has to now fly all the way to that planet because now they have technology in order for him to go through time with a lot more speed so he can make it there. And it's like, oh, I just drove over here. Yeah, years have gone by and I've been inside a black hole. How about that? If you kept up with me, you're insane. But that's the synopsis of that movie. Interstellar is just a great movie all around. No matter what, it's just so good and it's just done very well. But of course there are some sad times inside it. So because of those sad times, because people, it's different. Some people put it as number one, some people put it as number two. But I'm talking about a movie for number one that you can go see right now. You would go buy the DVD. You would do something illegal to get it. Don't do that because then the FBI will come get you. Or do that if you want to do it. I'm not your father. This movie, once again, goes to Marvel. Because Marvel knows what it's doing. If you don't know, you should already know. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie here is brilliant. It was done so amazingly. It was executed perfectly. They got the right people to play the characters. Chris Pratt, I believe, was Star-Lord. I believed every single character. I believe that Vin Diesel only knows 3 words. I am Groot. It was amazing. Who thought that Batista could actually play an actual good character and actually act? I did, because I've seen him in other stuff. That man is really good. If you don't believe in him now, because you obviously must. Everybody did their thing. I believe that Rocky Raccoon and Bradley Cooper are 2 separate people. They just have the same voice genes. Oh, you don't think that they actually put a robot inside the raccoon's back and then decided that, oh, in order for them to give him something to talk, we need to take something from planet Earth and put it inside the robot. So, hey, let's take a certain actor and put his voice or dialect into a little box and put that into the raccoon so he can speak like him because he has a funny voice. Don't tell me it can't happen, because it can. This movie was amazing. Zoe Saldana killed the role. Everybody in it was amazing. And once again, if you haven't watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's a lot of stuff that weirdly, a little bit connects with it. So they're connecting everything. Marvel knows what they're doing. This movie has funny times. It has action times. It has sad times. It has happy sad times. It has Michael Jackson and a dancing tree. This movie is the movie of the year. And if you have not seen it, go see it. Notice I did not give you any spoilers because you need to go see this movie. This movie was the best movie of the year. Now for some honorable mentions. The two honorable mentions are X-Men Days of Future Past, because we all love the past and the future, mixing with the past and the future, mixing with the future and the past. You know what I'm saying? Completely wiped out everything that went wrong with the other movies, and I'm happy with it. The second movie that I like to talk about is Lego Movie. This movie was really good, really strong movie. Once again, starring Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is having a great year and is going to have another great year because Jurassic World trailer dropped only a few days ago. Jurassic World is going to be amazing. But those are the two honorable mentions. And, you know, the year's not over. There's only one movie left that I need to go see. The best movie possible of the entire year. It might knock everything I talked about out the water. Do you know what it is? You should already know what it is. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Instead of treating, we get kicked. Yeah, instead of treating, we get kicked.